Write Nolan's agent, post this everywhere on social media. If he comes in to buy a coffee, write it on his cup. Nolan, 1984. If you don't agree with me, one, like, how could you not? And two, here are 3 reasons that will win you over that Christopher Nolan should remake 1984. And 3, if you don't know what 1984 is, then God help you. Seriously though, it's fallen out of fashion as required literature in American high schools, which means history is on its way out the fascist door. Just as the Oxford Dictionary named post-truth as the 2016 word of the year. I guess you know what happened that year. Yet here we are again. What can you trust? Nolan reinterpreting 1984 for the big screen. That's what you can trust. We all need it right now, and we all unconsciously want it. Here's why. What is it about British filmmakers? Nolan is British. George Orwell is British. Both are simplified and brilliant at presenting to an audience an idea in a concrete method of visualization that allows the imagination to capture large pieces of information in bite-sized pieces. You get the picture, right? The frantic, almost neurotic nature of British characters, including Nolan's, would make Franz Kafka proud. He was Austrian Czech, but that's besides the point. Look at John Hurt's melancholy performance in 1984. Well, it's melancholy for a reason, but also look at Jeremy Theobald's performance in Following. Easily susceptible, willing to break free of their own ignorance. It feels like he has directed that kind of performance before. And who would act as the principal, Winston? Eddie Redmayne?
Listen. Hey.
Why do we as Americans tend to think much higher of British cinema than we do of our own?
There are thought criminals who maintain that the resistance is not real. Believe me, Winston, it is very real.
At least that's my take. British directors and movies have a unique view of the world.
Attentive to the news.
There's a reason why Netflix has expanded their international films, specifically British film and television. They make us work a little harder for innuendo and humor, and don't treat audiences like it's one long idiocracy movie.
He's gonna fix everything. I give you my word as president. He'll fix the problems with all the dead crops.
Think big with Christopher Nolan. Really big. How many of his films feel like epics in their own right? Nearly all of them. From Batman to Tenet, to Inception, to, of course, Interstellar, Dunkirk, and I guess I'll throw in his Oppenheimer just because he shot a droning biopic on the very cumbersome IMAX MSM 9802 camera, and the latest of large and glorious epics coming, The Odyssey. So make no illusions about his illusions of grandeur. Nolan has slowly worked his way into recording more and more of his scenes, if not the whole movie, on IMAX. What's more interesting is the fact that the system was developed in the 60s and 70s, but didn't become economically feasible until the late 90s. My first and unfortunate thought, though, when it comes to the war-torn shots of Winston walking around in 1984, look eerily similar to Gaza, if not many other war-torn areas in the world. To capture what the aftermath of worn-down cities and off-limit countrysides would require for 1984, he has managed to show aspects of our world that juxtapose the mundane with the spectacular. Final reason. How could you ever claim that his cinematic style or language is anything but following the lines of pure cinema? Hitchcock developed this idea.
Now the third way is what one might call pure cinematics, the assembly of film, and how it can be changed to create a different idea.
Nolan has simply taken it to beautifully bold extremes. He has elements of Orson Welles' The Trial by Franz Kafka, not to be confused with George Orwell. The parallels there are worth a thought, though. Welles captured something about the Trial's characters that is reminiscent of what the characters go through in 1984, and then in Nolan's films. All the hallmarks of what makes 1984 an ominous take on authoritarianism. If you haven't been won over yet, then let me give this one final thought on time. Point of view is told through time. He loves to play with time. What better way to tell the story of Oceana and Winston over a period of time that parallels what happened before the war, during the war, and of course after Room 101. George Orwell only alludes to what the past might have been due to the world that Winston lives in now. The authoritarian government, along with their media manipulation, has slowly eroded his ability to remember the past. There is no past, no future, only the party. If you see any parallels here, it's because you know deep down you're having trouble with doublethink yourself. You might have committed a thought crime and didn't realize it until someone told you that you might have. Confusion is clarity for people who want control. We need a Nolan point of view, IMAX-sized story right now to see the truth about the theory and practice of oligarchical collectivism. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you'll enjoy my others. At the very least, you can find the parts that you like. If you want to throw some support my way, give a thanks or join here on YouTube, or Patreon, or buy me a beer, I have my link in the description. If you can, it will definitely help to build the channel, keep the lights on, and I can offer additional perks, I'm just a creator trying to entice and entertain because we all have a niche in life. I'm just trying to carve out my own. Plus, Minerva needs treats. Pixel needs treats. My name is Evan Singer, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one. Seriously though, if